Hello, welcome back to the Little League Europe and Africa Regional Tournament. We're here with the two teams of Lombardia and Prague from the Littles playing today against each other. You can now see them line up. I will do the lineups shortly. I will do the lineups after the national anthems.
I just know you're enjoying to yell.
Beautiful. Okay, now that they're ready to start up the games, we're gonna do the lineups. We're gonna start with the guest team. The guest team, those are the Italians. So we're gonna start with the number 15. Number 15, that's Giorgia Colino. She's going to be the shortstop. After that, we have number 11, Aurora Sofia Grupponi. She's going to be the left fielder. On the third spot, we have Viola Massini with number 4, who's going to play the center field. After that, we have on the fourth spot, Alessandra Meta. She's going to be the second base with number 10. On the fifth spot, we have Giada Cerdino with number 6. She's going to be the third base. Then we have the starting pitcher of today's game. We have Manuela Microne. She's going to be the, she's number 19. Then we have the DP, Maddalena Lorenzetti. She's with number 14. After that, we have Giorgia Somashini. She's number 12. She's going to play the right field. Then we have on spot number 9, we have Vittoria Nardini. She's number 16. She's going to be the catcher. And we have our flex, and that is the first base. That's Vittoria Frantrusini. She's with number 7. Okay, so now we're going to do the checks. The Prague team is going to start with Anna Klementova. She's going to be the center fielder. After that, we have Anna Ringlerova. She's going to be the shortstop. Then Katerina Slauska. She's going to be the catcher. Kristina Shashkova. She's going to be the first base. Bara Khmelikova. She's going to be the starting pitcher of today's game. Then Anika Kuleshkova. Anna Fanzunova, Emma Lovkotova, and Teresa Turkova. And then we have the flex, that is Aneta Bartusova. The positions you will see after. Okay, we have Anna Klementova at bat, and she has a count of 1-1. Oh, and there it goes. And it's an action. It's the second base. It's a field ball to second base. She throws it to first base, and that makes the first out of the inning. Now at bat, we have the second batter of today. That is Anna Ringlerova. And she hits it to the center field, a great hit, and that brings her on first base. Now at bat, we have Katerina Slauska with number 44. She gets in for the fake bunt. And that brings Anna Ringlerova on second base. So now we have one ball. And another ball. To another count. This one was a little too high. So 3 balls for Anna Ringlerova. And that's ball number 4. That means a base on balls for Anna Ringlerova. That means 1 out and bases 1 and 2 are loaded. Now at bat, we have with number 52, Kristina Saskova. And that's another ball. And that ball is hit great into the right field. Oh! But it is a great play. Oh, and great running. They tried to make the play down there on second base. She was there a little bit earlier than the ball. And then there was a little running error by the runner on third base, but she manages to get back on third base. Here you can see it again. So now we have bases loaded and Bara Khmelikova at bat. Fouls it off. Big swing there on the low drop ball. Lets that one go. That ball is a little too high for Bado. High foul ball there over the backstop. Count remains. And that means that's a base on balls. And that also means that Italy has their first point against. So Prague has scored their first point. Now at bat we have Anika Kolechkova. And that's a strike. Good start there. Great stop by the catcher there. And a foul. That means the count is 1-2. Anika there tries to stay alive. Important, because once you bring the ball into place, then you can actually do something. And she does. And goes straight into the glove of the pitcher. That makes the second out of the inning. So now we have Emma Vanzurova at bat, and she gets a first strike. Hits it straight into her knee. For strike 2. And that's a swing, and that's strike 3. That means the end of an inning. Italy managed to end it up quite well. 3 runners left on bases for Prague. But still, there was 1 point now. So that means that Lombardia is going to get his own chance to bring in some points, and they're going to need it against the Prague team. So now that we had a bit of a rocky start, I'm going to do the lineup of the Czech team in the field again. So we're starting off in the right field. In the right field we have Aneška Kolečková. Then we see in the center field we see Anna Klementová. And in the left field we see Tereza Turková. Then we'll move back to the shortstop, that is Anna Ringlerová. And the third base, Emma Vanzurova. Then on the second base we have Aneta Bartosova. And on the first base we have Kristina Saskova. Our starting catcher of today is Katerina Slozka, and our starting pitcher of today is Bara Klimikova. I can't do it. I don't even know what to do. The third base not there. I don't even know how to say. I don't know how to say the names.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous, bro. I can't do it.
I'm nervous too. You're so nervous.
So the first batter for Italy is Giorgia Colino. And she gets her first ball from the pitcher, Bara. And that's strike one. Oh, great hit there into the left field. And she's running, and she's still running. And that's a triple. A lead-off triple for Giorgia Colino. And that brings Aurora Sofia Grupponi at the plate. Goes straight to the pitcher. Oh! Ah, and a great play there on home plate. A double play. Great play over there. She goes in for the bunt. She puts it down. Pitcher gets it, throws it to first base. Yeah, the third base was like the runner on third was started off really late. I mean, yeah, and that brings us to 2 outs now. And so now that Aurora Sofia got her sacrifice bunt, we have Viola Massini, and she's going to do it. And the strike. Another strike. She goes in for the big swing. Oh. She gets hit. Hit by pitch. Oh, and she gets a hand from the first base. Okay, that's what Little League's all about. Oh, I hope she's okay. Looks painful. So now, with the runner on first base, we have at bat Alessandra Maita. Oh, and that's a great hit. That's a great hit into the left field. And does she stay? Oh, and she goes. But is she on time? No, she's not. There were so many struggles over there. Should she stay? Should she go? Here you can see it again. But it was an awesome hit. Yeah, here you can see it. The hitting on the Lombardia side is great, but if you don't know how to base run, then you won't really get her. That's a bummer, though, because if it were because of the hits, then... Oh. No, but this almost fell because I, jumped this, so I was, Yeah, I know. It's difficult. You know, my job is also difficult.
Our job is more difficult than yours.
You are with 3. Shut up.
You're just smaller.
Yeah, but I'm the one who gets hurt. So now at bat with number 29, we have Emma Lugutova. And that's a hard hit into the left field. That brings her to the first base, and that means that Teresa Turkova is at bat. That's a ball. And another ball makes the count. Oh, big swing there. Count is 2-1. Puts down the bunt. Foul ball. Another foul makes it count 2-2. There's a loose tie over there. Well, all the shoelaces are tied, so we can move on. And that's a strike 3. The batter is out. And that's our first out of the second inning. So now at bat, we have the number 10, Aneta Bartosova. Goes in for the fake bunt. Ooh, and a great play down there at second base. What a throw. The play on second base gives us the second out of the inning. That's a drop strike 3, and that means that the catcher has to throw it to first, which she did. But that does bring Aneta on the first base. And there's a steal. So now about we have number 11, Adela Horačková. Ooh, and a big swing there. And another big swing, and that makes the third strike. So that means no points for Czech this inning. So we're going to the bottom second. Bottom second, our first three hitters are Giada Cerdino, Manuela Microne, and Magdalena Lorenzetti. Let's see if they can get on base and maybe even score a run this inning. That ball was too high. And a hit by pitch. That brings Giada on first base. Now at bat we have Manuela Microne. Oh, and the strike. Oh! And that's a ball to the center fielder who does not seem to catch it. She does not seem to get under it. Maybe, yeah, could be because of the sun. The sun is awful today. Here we can see it again. Yeah, does not get under it well. And then there could have been a play on second base. But the left fielder behind it does not seem to get the ball either. That means we have 0 out and runners on first and second base with now at bat Magdalena Lorenzetti. And she hits it to the pitcher, who throws it through the third base to make the first out. Way to get the first runner out. You could really see that that was the situation that was going on, and she knew it from the beginning. That is something that not many players at that age do. So way to go, pitcher. Okay, so now about we have Giorgia Somashini with number 12. Pass it off. With one out and still runners at first and second base. Fouls it off again. That ball's too low. The count is 2-2. And a strike. That's a strikeout for Giorgia Somashini. That is the second out. Here you can see it again. She really gets that outside ball. And a wild pitch with Vittoria Nardini at bat, the catcher. So runners move down. We have now a runner on second and third base. Catcher keeps the ball under control, even though it falls out of her glove. And that's a strike. That means the count is 3-1. And another strike. We have a full count now with 2 outs and runners on second and third base. And a foul ball. So it's getting pretty windy over here. And that's ball number 4. Base on balls for Vittoria Nardini. Now at bat we have number 7, Vittoria Francesini. Starts it off with the ball. And a foul. Pitcher's kind of having some problems figuring out the strike zone. And foul. This brings our count to 2-2. And she hits it to the shortstop, who makes the out on second base. Way to go. That's the third out. There you can see it. Oh. So Lombardia's taking the field again. The score is still 1-0 for Czech. So Prague gets another chance to get some points with now a bat with number 16, Anita Justova, who fouls it off right to the line from the first base. And she hits it right into the shortstop's glove. That brings the first out. So next we have Nihačka Novodna. Oh. Yeah, oh. So Michaela Novodna. That ball's also too high. So 3-0 count. And that's a base on balls for Michaela Novodna. That brings us to the top of the order. That is Anna Klementnova.
Goes in for the fake bunt. She goes in for the fake bunt again. This time, it's also a ball. And this time she goes in for the bunt again, but it's a foul. That brings the count to 2-2. And that's a swing. Strike 3. That brings us the second out. And our bat now is Anna Ringlerova. Here you can see it again. She really did get fooled with that draw ball. And Anna hits a foul ball into the fence. And she hits a fly ball into... Well, there's a little collision over there, but she caught it. The first base caught it. So that makes out number 3 for this top of the third inning. So no points scored here as well. So now at bat we have Nicole Ludovica Casati. And Barbara throws her first ball. And this one was a strike, so 1-1. She hits a foul ball into the backstop. This one's too high. So 2-2. We have a full count now for Nicole Ludovica Casati. And a foul. Straight to the first baseline. And that ball's too low, so that means it's a base on balls for Nicola Ludovica Cosatti. After Nicole comes Iris Genzer. Oh, and she hits it foul, but it's caught by the catcher. Great catch by Katerina. Here you can see it again. Very nice. So, now we have Marta Petrilli at bat. And another ball. This ball's too low, but it's stopped very well by the catcher. This brings the count to 3-1 for Marta. And that's ball number 4, brings her to first base. So that was fast. We have a pitching change. Our shortstop, number 45, Anna Ringlerova, is going to pitch now. Do you want me to call Hans?
Jo, dík Barney. Tak ty budeš mluvit. Ty vole, je to světlo. Něco vyřídí? Hi, we have a trouble with the pitching change. We don't know how to switch it to the system. Who is on the pad?
Number 13 is at bat. 13. So now at bat we have Magdalena Bardella. Okay, so Anna Ringlerova is ready to pitch her first pitch, and it's a ball.
Aha, strajky pole. Já nevím, ty to kontrolu s těma máš ten strajky pole, tam máš strike, tady máš next, ball.
The catcher's been stopping some pretty difficult balls today. Takes a lot of strength and dedication.
Who's pitching right now?
The pitcher right now is Anna Ringlerova. And this one was a strike. So
Yes, let's go.
and another strike, a big swing. So this swing brings the count at 2-2. And that's a strike 3. She's out. Strike out. First strikeout on the first batter for Anna Ringlerova. So we're at the top of the order. Oh, and they make the first out again. So Giorgia Colino hits it to the shortstop, who throws it to the third base to make the third out of the inning. Great defense. Here you can see it. Yeah. They've been making the first out, like the first runner out, like very many times. That's very good. Good thinking over there. Both the teams actually. They've all have made some pretty good plays. This is some good competition, guys.
Number 49 on the bat. Yeah, thanks.
So, at bat now, Katarina Slanska. And that's a great pitch. Strike one. And that's a ball. So the count is 1-1. Too high again. 2-1 now. And that's ball 4. Base on balls for Katarina Slanska. So now we have Katerina Saskova, Kristina Saskova, sorry. Let's see what she's got to do. That's a ball. And there's a pickoff play on first, but they were just a little bit too late. Or maybe the runner was just too fast. Could have been both. Christina hits it high into the fans. But the fans are so nice to just throw back. And that one's too high. That brings the count on 2-2. And another ball. The count is full. Oh! Ball gets hit to second base. She just has a little less control of the ball than she wanted to. So she tries to toss it to first base, but she was too late. So that means that she gets on base safely. So now at bat we have the pitcher Barbara Milikova. That's a strike. Actually a foul tip, but it counts as a strike. Oh, hits it back to the pitcher, but she is too late off the base. The stop was good, but she was just a little too late to flip it over to first base. First base caught it, but yeah, here we can see it again. It was a stop, and she flips it, and she's off the base. Oh, and a catch. Oh, a double play. This was Agnieszka Kolechkova. She hit it to the shortstop, who makes the catch and goes to third to tag her out, and she gets on base safely. So that's a double play. Great play. That means that's the second hit. That's the second out of today. The first and the second out, actually. And a strike. But also a double steal. Great running there. Gets on base safely. So now we have runners on second and third base and 2 out. And at bat we have Emma Vamsurova with number 25. And that's a strikeout. Emma has had 2 strikeouts in both of the times that she has been in bat, and both of the times she was the last out of the inning.
En is het een beetje een wedstrijdje?
The camera in the outfield is moving a lot because of the wind.
Okay.
So, a pretty exciting game. While Anna throws her warm-up pitchers, let's see what we're going to have next as a hitters. We're going to have Aurora Sofia Gripponi, then we'll have Viola Massini and Alessandra Melta. So the numbers 2, 3, and 4. The ump said play ball, so let's see. And it's a ball for number 11, Aurora Sofia Gripponi. And another one. Working on her snapping. Het is de volgende slagvrouw. Volgende slagvrouw.
Next batter.
Next batter. Fouls it off. Of foul tip. And she hits it to the second base and does not seem to catch it. So the right fielder tries to throw it first, but it's not caught. So she reaches on a hit, and then reaches second on a fielding error. Here you can see it again. Tries to stretch it out, but the ball is a bit too high. So now at bat we have Viola Massini. Because of this wild pitch, Aurora reaches third. And a strike. Great pitch. And a good stop by the catcher. So he had a little bit of a shoelace problem. But that's fixed now. Coach helped out a little. Oh, and a wild pitch. And that's the first point for Italy. That makes the score 1-1. So the count is 3-1. And that's ball number 4. So Villa reaches on base on balls. Now at bat we have Alessandra Melta. In her previous at-bat, she hit that beautiful ball to the left field that was a triple. So let's see what she has now. Goes in for the time hit. And because of this wild pitch, Viola reaches second base. And another strike. So 1-2 the count for Alessandra. Foul ball. Hits it into defense. Oh, and hits it into the line of the right field. But it's a foul. So she gets another chance. Count is still 1-2. But she begins to get more competitive. And now is the time to get that big hit she was looking for. And she does, but it's caught by the right fielder. Good catch. Sacrifice fly. That brings the Viola brings to third base. Here you can see it again. Good reach. So now at bat we have Giada Servideo. And she hits it straight into the first base's glove, who tags her out to make the second out.
Naar de loopster toe, hè? Niet naar de...
Dat wasn't a tag. That wasn't a tag. She tagged it with the glove, with no ball in it. Look, look.
Well, she does tag her here with the ball.
Wel, dat is wel...
So it was a tag.
Gelukkig hebben we de herhaling nog.
Yeah. Just like Koba said, it's nice we had the replay. So, Manuela Mingrone about the pitcher. So, pitcher against pitcher. Let's see. But now we do have 2 outs and a runner on third base, so she has to hit her in if she wants to get, if they want to get the point. And that's a base on balls for a pitcher. Coach called them together. Little timeout for the girls. So we're ready. The pitcher's ready, the fielder's ready, everybody's ready for the next pitch. That's a ball. They probably had to discuss the situation now, because with runners on 1 and 3, and a point on the line, a very important one. This is an important play. So 2 balls. So another ball. Especially with 2 outs, this plays pretty difficult. Because normally it doesn't really matter if the runner on first base gets out. Well, then it's good that the play's gone. Oh. the batter ran a little too far. Well, Bohemia's coach puts another pitcher on. Yeah, after these base on balls. And it's
11.
and it's number 11, Adela Horačková. So, well, Adela threw her first pitch, which was a ball. We have Georgia Somashini at bat with number 12. Oh, and this one was a strike. So we got 1-on-1. Still loaded bases and still 2 out. This one was a little bit too outside, so 2-1. And the second strike. 2-2, 2 outs. Fouls it off. So we have the same counting. The umpire goes to check if the ball's okay. And hits it to third base, who makes the out on third base. And that was the third out of the inning. 3 runners left on bases. And no points scored. Or, well, there was 1 point scored. We're kind of missing the music here in the studio, aren't we, Kobus? We're missing the music in the studio.
Yeah. Spider. Let him live.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I see there's been some changes. We have a new pitcher, number 4, which is Viola Massini. And
Number 4 pitching for Italia.
and now I see that the pitcher has moved to the right field. So Manuela, number 19, moved to the right field. Let's see if there's something else changed. Well, number 16 went to third base, so we also have a new catcher.
Lombardia.
Let's see if these changes work for Lombardia. Or if they might work for
De koningin van Lombardije.
for Bohemia.
Die ging uit rijden. De koningin van Lombardije. Die ging uit rijden. En ze zwaaide naar links en ze zwaaide naar rechts en ze zwaaide steeds maar door. En ieder die haar tegenkwam, die vond dat prachtig hoor. Maar de koningin die werd een beetje moe. Van steeds maar weer dat, steeds maar weer dat, steeds dat zwaaigen doe. Oeh!
So now at bat for Prague, for Bohemia, we have Emma Lokotova, and she had a big swing, so that's strike 1, and that means that Viola starts with the strike. Oh, another strike. And that ball goes into the left field. And that's the leadoff hit for Emma Lotokova. So now we have at bat, we have Teresa Turkova. With a runner on first base, but no outs. Tries to bunt it, goes foul. So that counts for the first strike. And she gets that changeup and hits it foul. So she's 0 for 2 now. And this one's too high. Took a little change. Reasonable when the last batter also had a base hit onto 0-2. Fouls it off. Almost into the trees. That ball was blocked very good. Runner was hesitating a bit. Should I go? Should I stay? But she stayed. Maybe for the better. So that ball was hit into the second base, who had a little, what do we say, collision with the ball. She does not seem to control it, and the runner was just really fast. Hoe noteren we dit? Hoe noteren we dit?
Ik weet niet, ik heb er niet geweest.
Het was een soort error van de eerste van de tweede omgang.
Oké. Ik weet niet welke positie. E6 of...
So now we have...
4 was het, hè? 6 was het. Klein af van...
So now at bat we have Aneta Bartosova. Who tries to bunt it again. Does not get on top of the ball, and so fouls it off into the fence. Well, that ball is far off the plate. That brings a 1-2 count for Aneta. Fouls it off into defense again. But the count stays the same. That ball was too high. So now we have a 2-on-2 count. Hits it just over the first base, but on foul territory. So the count stays the same again. Way to go, stretching the at-bats here. And that ball goes to the shortstop, who makes the play on second base. So that means, here you can see it again. Fields it, steps on the base, looks to see if she can still make the double play, but she could not. She was a little too late for that. So now at bat, we have the pitcher, Adela Orachkova. With 1 out and runners on first and third. Well, they moved down, so it moved up. So that means we have now a runner on second and then third. In Adela's last at bat, she had a strikeout. So let's see if she can maybe do better now. Or maybe get a hit out of it. So, count is 1-1. And this wild pitch, make sure that, here you can see it again, the runner from 3, here, she swings, it comes under the catcher. And she was just a little too late. Oh! And here, this was Adela Orachkova. She hit it straight into center field, who made the catch. But through this play, the runner on third could score. That means we now have 2 scores for Czech in this inning. That means now at bat we have number 16, Anika Yustova. And she fouls it off. So count is 1-1. hits it into the pitcher. Pitcher goes to first base, makes the play. This was the third out of the inning. Here we can see it again. So she stops it with the glove. It falls out of her glove. She closes it too early, but she did manage to throw to first to make the out. But Czech did get 2 runs out of this inning, so that means the score is now 3-1 for Czech. Now the Italians really have something to push forward, because they really have to make those 2 points. They have 2 more innings to do that.
Spelen ze door 6 of 7? 6. Dit is spelen 6.
So indeed they have two more, the bottom 5th and the bottom 6th, to make this points. And I do see we have a re-entry. 13's going to pitch again.
13 gaat weer.
So re-entry. 13's coming back in. For the Bohemian team. Bohemia. And now at bat we have number 16, Vittoria Nardini.
Ik kan er nog net houden, die tent.
On the pitch of Barbara Malikova. So strike 1 for the Czech pitcher. She looks really excited. Okay, so 1-1. Another ball. Hits it into the field, but is not caught. So they let it roll out. Foul ball. Fouls it off into the backstop again. This one's a little too low. That brings the count full. So 3-2 for Victoria. And that's strike number 3. Strikeout. Here you can see it. She was ready to go at the first, but no. So, strikeout. Next batter up is Victoria Francesini. So, ball. Too much on the inside. Also a little too low. And another one. And that's ball number 4. So, Vittoria Francesini reaches on base on balls. So, runner on first, 1 out, and Nicole Ludovica Casati at bat. And this wild pitch. This means that the runner on first reaches second. Barbara's trying to gain some focus there to get back on track. Foul ball. So, 1-2 to count. And a big swing. So, Nicole is the second out of the inning. Also the second strikeout. So now at bat, Iris Ganser. Who starts with the ball. We still have a runner on second base with now 2 outs instead of 1. This ball is too much on the inside. Catcher did not seem to catch it, so that means that the runner from second moved up to third. We now have 1 runner on third base. And that's a strike, so the count is 2-1 for Iris. And a big swing. And this is strike 3. That gives us the 3rd out of the inning. 1 runner left on base and 0 runs scored. good defense and good pitching from the Czech side.
What he did, he goes with the players to the back. That was the day. Then he zoomed out. Okay, red light is on. Then he went zooming out. He goes back to the field. No, red light is on. You wait until the ready. If you I'll tell it more properly. It's no problem. Because otherwise, now it's your turn.
So we're moving up to the top 6.
Yeah. Top 6, please.
I'm sorry. Working on it.
And what a throw by the catcher. The catcher is Marta Petrelli. Okay, so the next batter for the Bohemian team is Michaela Novodna. And she starts with a strike. Ik wilde bijna gelijk zeggen, start met de bal, maar hij werd gekoeld.
Ja, je moet niet te veel roepen van ball of strike.
So the count is 1-1. And she fouls it off. Don't think that was her intention, but she did it anyways. Sometimes the pitcher just knows where the bat is. So the count is 1-2. And this one's too low. 2-2 to count.
To the count.
And that's strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. And that brings us to the top of the lineup. We've the top of the order. We have Anna Klementova, who starts it off with a strike. And another one, big swing on the drop ball. She does not fall for this changeup. So, count is 2-1. Ooh. She fouls it off right onto the foot of the umpire on the third base. Wild pitch. So 1-2 to count.
Perfect. Keep it there. Now keep it steady.
And a good block. So 2-2.
Nee, 22.
Oh! This ball went to the third base, who tipped it over to the shortstop, who actually fielded it. As you can see, this is what teamwork is, you know. This is actual teamwork. But they don't seem to make the out. They were just too late. So that means the runner reaches second base. Dit was wel een base hit volgens mij. And she went. So this situation was difficult. She wanted to steal 3, and the ball came, and there was ooh. And he put up the. In the
face. In the helmet.
So she went to home, and after that, she tagged her out.
Nee, maar hij had al een uitgestelde beslissing gegeven hier. Dus daar is de coach van Bohemia boos op. Ja, de bal was gewoon best wel hoog.
So the umpires are talking with the coaches right now. The coaches did not like the decision, so we're gonna see what gets out of it.
Back to second base. Terug naar tweede handbus. Dacht ik, begreep het.
So the decision is that she is out. So the call stays. The call stays. She is out. And there's a time. But they're still not happy with the call. So he's going to talk to the coach once again.
Come on, guys, this is Little League. It's not majors. Got a great picture. This guy is the biggest bullet. Maar die gaan allemaal protest. The third man said that he's doing a lot of shit to the umpires. Maybe that he will be protest. We should do that.
So now that the coaches are talking to the umpires, we can see that in the center field, behind the center field, the Prague junior team is starting to warm up. They're playing their game against the Emilia-Romagna team at 3:30. So be sure to check that game out when you're already watching.
3:30 or yeah?
Dobrý, jak je to dobrý.
Tell me why you cry, why you lie to me. Tell me why. No, 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 no. I said no, no, no. Zonder kop, nee, nee, nee. Submarine? Nou, wat een...
Huh.
Nou, dit duurt toch wel erg lang, of niet? Ik zou wel eens willen weten. Waarom zijn we...
Oké, is goed.
Maybe you should invite him.
Nou, het is made.
So the decision is made,
Screen code. The screen, check the screen.
and as you can see on the screen, this is exactly not what Little League is about.
Zo.
And maybe the Bohemia League coaches should maybe take a look at this photo. All of the coaches, actually, because this is not just because of them. This has impact on all of the players and all of the girls, and I think all of the players are here to get some fun tournaments and get some fun softball in, because that's what Little League is all about. Little League is the perfect way to make some new friends around the world and also get some good competition from also everywhere around now, at this moment, Europe and Africa. But when they go further, they go through many different processes. So the girls who win this tournament will go to America, will go to the World Series in the United States of America. And yeah, this is exactly not what it's about. So it's actually kind of sad that this happens over here.
Okay.
So now I can see that we can finally move on, which is great. So Anna Ringlerova at bat, and she gets a ball. That ball is too low.
It's not to get worse like it.
In her last at bats, Anna had a hit, a big hit, and she also got a ball that was caught by the first base. So in both of the plays, she did get the ball into play. So maybe this time she will too. Let's hope.
He gets always the better in it.
And she does. But the ball's not into play. So the ball's being checked. But it went right into the fence. So the count is 2-1 for Anna. And well, so Okay, so that was ball 4. That was based on balls for Anna Ringlerova. And now at bat we have Katarina Slanska. And this one is a ball. So 2-0. Bit on the inside, I guess. So 3-0. So this is Viola's last chance to throw a strike, or she will send Katarina onto the first base. Oh, and she does, and it comes, whoa, dangerously close to us. A hard foul ball into the left field. And it's a strike. In their last 2 at-bats, Katarina did get 2 base on balls. So, might be nice for her to hit a little bit. But she did not get the chance to. So this means there is runners on 1 and 2, and we have 2 outs. And at bat is now I see the Bohemia players are running a little bit around the bases, or they're just running. They had a little run before they go back into the dugout. And there is indeed a new pitcher. The new pitcher is number 10. And number 10 is Alessandra Melta.
Number 10, new pitcher. Number 10 for Italy.
So it's only a position change, because our pitcher Viola goes to second base.
There's the new pitcher.
So here we can see that Alessandra Melta is the new pitcher. She will face the new hitter, that is Kristina Saskova.
Ja, die gaat er vanuit. Spooky.
So Alessandra has thrown her warm-up pitches. This means that her hitter can hit. So batter up, Kristina is up with 2 outs and runners on first and second base. And a foul ball. She fouls it off into the backstop, which cost her first strike. This one's too high. So 101. Strike number 2. And this one was also a little bit too high. That makes it count 2-2. Well, the count is full. Full count.
Full count. Stay awake, eh?
And a foul ball. And that's strike 3.
So, now they need 3 runs.
So this strikeout means the end of the inning. The end of the top half of the inning. We're going now to bottom 6th, which is in fact the last chance for Italy to make their 2 runs. But anything can happen. That's why it's Little League.
Throw it on. There it is.
Video about the replay. Again?
Okay, so we see another. We have another switch. We have Anna Ringlerova pitching again, and that's number 45. And number 13, the start of the other pitcher, Barbara, moves up to the shortstop. At bat for the Italian team, we have number 9, which is Marta Petrelli. De slag was eentje voor dus van nummer 9 is aanslag. Niet nummer 14.
Number 9 at bat now.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the banner number 9 or the jersey number 9?
Jersey number 9.
Jersey number 9. Oh,
There it is.
there she is.
Marta.
If you know what spot it is, coach, je weet welke, het is 13, maar als je weet welke spot het is veel makkelijker te zoeken voor ons. Want het feitnummer is namelijk het spotnummer. Not again. Yeah.
weer wat discussiëren.
Yes, and I think it's the blood rule.
Yeah?
The blood rule. Yeah, I think she has a little little thing on her hand,
Okay.
a little wound. So that means that she is not at bat. That means that now at bat is Madalena Partela.
Number 13 at bat.
So now, dus de 14e aanslag. 14e. Next one at bat. So now Madalena Partela is at bat. And oh, it's a good long bunt, but she does not seem to make it off to first. It's just a little too long. So I think that was a action of okay, so after Madalena comes the top of the order, Giorgia Colino. And she fouls it off on the first pitch. Well, we have a little bit of rain coming. Oh. And that was an action of the first base. So the first base, she fielded it. She did not get advantage of the ball, so she grabbed it with her bare hand and she dove. Here you can see it, and she dove on the base, and she is out. Great play. So now we have Aurora Sofia Giupponi at bat. So Miss Giuppini at bat. And she hits it over the right fielder. Great hit. And that is a stand-up triple. So a stand-up triple for Aurora Sofia Giuppini.
Nederlands kloten weer. Dit is dan een korte route.
And a strike one with now at bat our last pitcher, who is now the second base, Viola Massini. With 2 outs and a runner on third base, this might get interesting. And she hits it. And it's a foul. Whew. Lucky foul for the Czechs. Because that might have been a very important foul ball. In her last at bat, she had she didn't have a chance to hit because she got a base on ball and a hit by pitch. So let's see if she can get a chance right now. And this might be the most important batter for both the Czechs and the Italians. And she hits it to first. Who makes the out? And this means it's done. We're done. End of game. The Czechs win with 3-1 versus Lombardia. Great game. We've seen many good plays and good hits, and overall just good softball. Well, it was a pleasure to comment for you guys, and see you later at 3:30 when we're seeing the juniors game.